Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's Roots information session. My name is Karla Russell, and I am a founder and lead instructor of Russell's Education Advocate and Tutoring, also known as REAT. I'm a veteran educator with over 30 years of experience helping students and families navigate the education system. Before we begin, I want to remind everyone that this session is being recorded. We will send out the recording and today's PowerPoint presentation to all registrants after the session. Our goal stands to equip you with the knowledge and resources to make informed decisions about your child's education. We'll cover school choice options, public school advocacy, tutoring, and standardized testing. We'll also leave time for a Q&A at the end. If you look at the PowerPoint here on slide 2, we have the roots, and my daughter helped me with this acronym, and it represents raising our own through schooling. It's a holistic homeschool support program, and it also deals with people that are not going to homeschool their students. It is a design to empower parents and guardians as they navigate their child's education. Whether you're considering homeschool or need extra support in a traditional school setting, Roots offers many things. Number one, homeschool teaching, if you decide that, for certified educators providing personalized instruction. I am the lead curriculum instructor, and anyone that I have tutoring will also be guided by me. Secondly, curriculum development, customized learning plan tailored to your child. Tutoring services, one on one academic support for students, usually in the home, so parents will be able to be accommodated after a full day of work. Parent advocacy, which is a guidance and educational rights and resources. And I will be able to accompany you at some meetings, whether it be a parent conference or IEP meeting, or even just a phone call to help you with navigating through your with difficult or challenging situations, administration or teachers. And finally, we'll have a free 15-minute consultation available for you to discuss and talk about any needs that you have and to help you decide on which area that I just mentioned that you need assistance. Our mission is to ensure that every child receives the education they deserve, whether at home or in school settings. Now, public school, this next slide, public school advocacy is a major part of my goal here, and that is to allow the parents to learn how to navigate and speak up more for their children. But that's going to take engagement. So families need to keep their children in a school, whether it be public, home, or whatever, that best fits them. Every child is different. It's essential to understand how the system is changing and how you can advocate for your child and take advantage of school choices. Excuse me. Understanding new policies of curriculum changes. Schools are shifting not just due to administrative changes and our political changes. They're just changing due to overcrowding of certain age groups and so forth. So they're learning how to accommodate with these additional students in these classes. Unfortunately, sometimes our students are left out of individualization, of teaching methods and just small groups that they need. So be informed about new grading systems and how they are trying to put technology in to help with more individualizing, and make sure that your teachers know that you're concerned, that you need to call and communicate and let them know what's working and what's not working. And they need to share with you what's working for their that particular student as well, because they see different things that you see at home. Engaging with teachers next and school administration could be difficult. This is where I come in and some other educators, because we know that a lot of times you need appointments first. Unfortunately, that's a little inconvenient, but we have to call schools first. They are busy. You also have to show ID and so forth like that and set up meetings. And I am here to help with that. Next, ensuring your child receives necessary support services. If they are behind grade level in reading and math, you need to make sure that you get your child extra help. And that starts in the classroom, and that's where the SST meetings, the student support team, and then IEP is the last resort to put someone in special education or exceptional programs. So at first we have to try things in the classroom and even at home. And tutoring is part of what you would try from home as a parent to help your student. Parental involvement is extremely important, and the schools also look at that. And they are human too, and they need to see that you do show interest. You need to come to the meetings and so forth. Next, Georgia Promise is an option, the scholarship. And this year, starting August 2025, you can put your student in homeschool or private school if your child is in an eligible school, which these are schools listed in the lower 25 percentile test scores. So every school is not listed, but there's quite a few. There's 9 pages just from Georgia. There are 21 schools just in Clayton County itself that are eligible. You also can be eligible for this program that pays up to $6,500 per child if you pull your kid out or withdraw your student from public school in order for you to do better. And that's a misprint here, 6,500. And if you decide to pull your student out to try private school or homeschool, this is not something for every child because all parents are different and all students are different as far as work schedules, independent learning abilities, attention spans. However, it's an opportunity to utilize this money for curriculum, for tutoring, and other educational expenses. And make sure that you call and also email and find out more about this My Georgia Promise at mygeorgiapromise.org, and this is listed here. And also there are phone numbers and things to give you more specifics. They also have a list of all the schools, and I also have the list as well. So, excuse me, this scholarship is open starting now today for you parents to enlist and try to make sure that you are eligible, complete your application. I believe you have to April 17th to complete that. So get started. If you're seeing this information after March 1st, that's fine. You have a little over a month, but you need to make that decision and withdraw your students, of course, at the end of after they finish this semester in May. Next, we talk more about the reason why and the different school choices. So those that do not qualify for the Georgia Promise, that's fine. You have other ways. A lot of parents have withdrawn their students from public school way before COVID, and especially during COVID. So before this opportunity up to $6,500 even. Some parents are doing a great job now. You cannot qualify right now if you're already homeschooling. You have to be in one of those eligible schools. All right. And also, if you have a child that is starting kindergarten fresh, August 2025, you also qualify. So the difference between homeschooling is listed here, offers personalized learning with flexible pacing. Some students need more time than the schools allow. And so homeschooling is great for some of those students. You don't have to do the homeschooling by yourself. You have tutors you can hire. You also have family members that can watch them and also help teach. There's many ways to do it, even though you work full time. Private school is the other opportunity with the Georgia Promise, and those schools are not necessarily more expensive per se, but you need to make sure that you know you're going to have to supplement some monies with that 6,500 because it's not going to cover the whole year. Charter schools and public schools are together because a lot of charter schools are public schools. However, again, if they're not on the list of eligible schools, that's fine. It's just that you as a parent need to understand these differences, okay? And charter schools are publicly funded but independently operated, which means a lot of their parent groups and leaders have a lot of say so in what happens at that school versus just a public school, which offers a structured environment but may have limited individual support. The key is finding what works best for your child's learning style and academic needs. And we have next the Georgia GMAS, the Georgia Milestone Assessment, which is an important test. Unfortunately, our kids have a lot of testing, in my opinion. However, they must have this if they're in school or even in homeschool, but we don't take it in homeschool as often, only once every 3 years versus every year, starting with the third grade in public school. You need to be on top of this. The GMAS is coming in March and April after spring break. These determine what classes your student is going to be placed in as far as remedial or uh, even gifted. Some of them might be referred to gifted classes or advanced classes due to their test scores. Test scores are high only if the parents are involved and make sure the students do their homework and read. Every student is not going to be good at all subjects, but there are areas where they should see strengths and help them determine what type of careers or entrepreneurial skills that they need to further develop in high school or thereafter. So, why does this matter? Many students struggle due to lack of preparations and gaps. These testing situations help us all in the class and the students in schools look and compare, unfortunately, but we have to compare students in the same school versus students in the state and vice versa, even up to national level. And that's where these scores come in, and even these eligible schools, this is how that was determined. So we must prepare for these tests. These tests are going to determine how far your child will go. Finally, tutoring is important for all levels in all schools, whether it's homeschool, private, or even charter schools. You have to get support. Most schools are challenged. All schools are challenged because we have a shortage of staff. We have class sizes are huge, usually 1 to 30 in some of the classes ratio. Uh, when when to get a tutor? Well, you know when you see the test scores or grades go down, that's the area you need to get a tutor. You need to call. You can call REAT. You can contact us. You can make sure that you can go online. There are some free tutoring assistants. Um, Teachers also tutor. However, if you're working a full day and then you tutor afterwards, I'm not sure how much the quality, to be honest with you, being a teacher at the end of the day. So to hire someone that is fresh and maybe has more time, retired, whatever, would be more helpful. We also have a list of our Calendly as far as where you can put the time that is best for you and day to have our 15-minute free consultation to discuss what your needs are. We could discuss whether you think your child needs tutoring. You can also depend on me to help you just by talking and listening to you and guiding you as to where you might want to put your resources and time and money into tutoring, or whether you should maybe think about homeschooling or private school. All right, so join the Roots program. You can make sure that you see our email there, and we will share some social media handles later. Please keep up with us. The email is reattutoring@gmail.com. And make sure that you look at um, this and share this with anyone else you think that might be interested in helping their child and helping themselves to understand what's best for their student and also the different school choices they have. So we have a Q&A session, and I would like you to just email me any questions at this point because we're sharing this and recording this for this to play for a while now. We will have another session coming up and we will let you know about that. Thank you very much and have a good the rest of your school year. Bye-bye.